Step back in time to the heart of 17th century Mughal India. The year is 1638. The fifth Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, flush with power and architectural ambition, decides to shift his capital from Agra to a newly constructed city in Delhi. He names it Shah Jahanabad, what we now know as Old Delhi. And at the very center of this grand vision, a magnificent fortress was to be built, a symbol of Mughal might and splendor that would dwarf all others. This wasn't just any fortress. This was to be the emperor's residence, the seat of his government, and a breathtaking display of imperial majesty. Construction began in 1639 under the supervision of master architects Yusud Hamid and Yusud Ahmad Lahori, the very same genius credited with the Taj Mahal. Imagine the scene: thousands of skilled artisans, laborers, and craftsmen toiling for nearly a decade. They worked with massive slabs of red sandstone sourced from the quarries of Rajasthan, which gave the fort its distinctive crimson hue and its famous name, Lal Qila, or the Red Fort. By 1648, the Red Fort was complete. Its imposing walls, stretching over 2 kilometers, rise to a height of 33 meters in some places. They were designed not just for defense, with their massive ramparts and moats, but also to inspire awe in all who approached. As one entered through its majestic gates, the Lahori Gate or the Delhi Gate, they would find themselves in a city within a city. Inside was a world of unparalleled luxury. The Dewan-i-Amur, the hall of public audience, was where the emperor, seated on his ornate throne, would hear the petitions of his subjects. Picture the grandeur: a massive hall supported by 60 red sandstone pillars, all intricately decorated. Even more exclusive was the Deboanika's the Hall of Private Audience. This was the inner sanctum, a lavishly decorated pavilion of white marble inlaid with precious stones. It was here that the emperor met with his ministers and foreign dignitaries. It is famously inscribed with the Persian couplet by the poet Amir Khusro: "If there is a paradise on earth, it is this, it is this, it is this." The private apartments of the emperor and his court were a testament to the Mughal love for beauty and comfort. The Qas Mahal was the emperor's personal palace, complete with sleeping chambers, a prayer room, and a veranda overlooking the Yamuna River, which once flowed right alongside the fort's eastern wall. The Rang Mahal, or Palace of Colors, was part of the imperial harem. It featured a stunning central marble basin, the Naharibisht, or Stream of Paradise, which was fed by an ingenious water channel system that ran throughout the palace, cooling the air and supplying water to various fountains and pools. Gardens were central to Mughal life, and the Red Fort was no exception. The Hayat Bakshbog, or life-bestowing garden, was a sprawling shkabug, a 4-part garden divided by water channels. It was a place of leisure and tranquility, dotted with pavilions, fountains, and vibrant flower beds, offering a serene escape from the bustle of the court. For over 200 years, the Red Fort remained the epicenter of Mughal power. It was from these ramparts that emperors ruled a vast and wealthy empire, but history is ever-changing. The decline of the Mughal Empire saw the fort witness turmoil and invasion. In 1739, the Persian Emperor Nader Shah sacked Delhi, plundering the Red Fort of its immense treasures, including the legendary Peacock Throne and the Koh-i-Noor diamond. The fort suffered further damage during the 18th century at the hands of the Marathas, and later the British. The final blow to Mughal sovereignty came in 1857 during the Indian Rebellion. The last Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar used the fort as his headquarters. After the rebellion was suppressed, the British exiled Zafar, officially ending the Mughal dynasty. The British Army then occupied the fort, demolishing many of its residential pavilions and gardens to build barracks. It was a utilitarian conversion that stripped away much of the fort's original opulence. Yet, the Red Fort story doesn't end in decline. On August 15, 1947, as India gained its independence, the first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, hoisted the Indian national flag from its ramparts. This act transformed the Red Fort from a symbol of imperial rule into a powerful emblem of India's sovereignty and freedom. It has become an enduring tradition, with every Prime Minister hoisting the flag and addressing the nation from here on Independence Day. Today, the Red Fort stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a magnificent relic of a bygone era. While the Yamuna has shifted its course and the opulence has faded, its red sandstone walls still echo with 1,000 stories of emperors and poets, of grandeur and decline, and ultimately of a nation's birth. It is more than just a monument. It is a living chronicle of Delhi's dramatic and layered history. A timeless testament to the rise and fall of empires and the enduring spirit of India.